Hey, welcome back to Spilled Ink, the Comics Wellspring live drawing show where we're spilling ink and spilling the tea, of course, with special guests and my amazing co host, starting with Max Flowers. Hello, Max. How are you? I don't know if Max can hear me. Well, Max is somewhere. And of course, we have an amazing special guest, Jeff Lawrence. Dude,
Hi.
how are you?
I think I might be having internet issues. It might not be you.
Well, hello, Max. And
Hello,
hello,
Max.
Jeff.
Hey, how's it
Um,
hanging?
It's so funny because I had said that Max was the one having internet issues like a while ago, and I guess he just never heard me. Jeff, dude,
Yeah, I didn't. I'm definitely having internet issues. I don't know what the deal is.
yeah, well, we'll see how it goes through. Um, well, of course, it's like always on brand with a little background music. I'm gonna do feeding the ducks today. Makes things less awkward when it gets quiet when we focus. Jeff, dude, we've hung out so much this year.
I know, it's
Um,
crazy, right?
It's insane. And then we're gonna hang out in IC3.
Yeah. I'm really looking
So
forward to that show. It's going to be so good.
yeah, I'm really hyped about that one. We're kinda man, it's interesting, man. We might be doing like a uh a little tour on our way up there.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, so we're trying to work something out where I could like maybe film some stuff, almost like a music documentary, um, but like a comic book documentary, and maybe like just hit up a few cities on our way up there.
That'd be cool.
Yeah. Um, yeah, I'm really hyped for IC3. That's gonna be just fun time with fun people.
Yeah, what, Rick's going to be there, and then I think Morgan's going to be there again. I know Colin and I are going to be there. It's going to be a good time.
Uh, how many cons have you done this year?
Oh, I don't even know. I've kind of lost track, to be honest with you. It's, I got a list somewhere, but probably around 8 or 9.
Nice.
Yeah,
What were
what
some
about
of
you?
your favorite ones?
Granite Con a couple weekends ago was awesome, and then IC3 as well is just one of the best shows I've ever done.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, yeah, Granite Con's pretty local to me, which it works out really nice.
yeah. The
It's always
closer, the
been good.
better. Especially if those ones are the ones that work for you. You know.
Yeah, it's good. And then Free Comic Book Day is always a blast, which not really a convention, but it's an event.
Yeah, I hang out at my local shop. Hopefully, I'm going to do it again next year. They actually do a big Halloween event as well at Four Color.
Well, that's cool.
I know they're announcing artists that'll be there soon, but yeah, I did the October one not too long ago. Next year, I definitely got to do the October one because I'll have a horror book.
Yeah.
And Max will too, actually. A family man.
Ooh.
Whenever your internet's not being winky, Max, you should tell us about Family Man if you want. We actually you're gonna have a snippet of it in our
Am
horror
I
anthology.
am I
No,
back a little
sorry.
bit, or am
Yeah.
I
Oh yeah.
still messed up?
Oh, you're back. You're back a little bit. There you go. Now's the time.
Okay. Yeah, I'm doing a book called Family Man with Nate Price. Everything's penciled, no inks. A fun one shot, or it's not a one shot. It might continue, but a fun little campy horror story. It's like 48 pages.
Love
Awesome.
it. Yeah, it's gonna look great. Are you a Spawn fan, Jeff?
Oh yeah, I've been reading Spawn since I was like 12 years
Me?
old.
Oh,
Um, do you keep up with it? Like, have you read like all 300 something issues or close to it?
I haven't read every single one of the back issues, but I've been buying it for probably the last 5 or 6 years off the stand. And it's been consistently like pretty good. It's not all time great or anything, but for being a schlocky horror superhero anti-hero comic, it's pretty fun.
Did you pick up around that 300 mark? Is that why?
Yeah, I picked up probably 20-something issues before that.
Oh, cool. That's rad. That's super cool.
Yeah, it was around this time I just really started getting back to my local comic shop and picking up things monthly again. I've gotten so many back issues of Spawn just through like flea markets and all that, and it just was something I always really enjoyed. So, when you're 12, what's cooler than Todd McFarlane drawing Spawn?
Dude, I know. Yeah, exactly. Dude, I always say it, but like, I grew up listening to Kiss, and then I saw Spawn, and I was like, this just makes sense. Like, it all adds up. Booby, what the fuck are you doing, cat? Oh, fucking dick! Oh my god! Oh, he tried climbing the chair and didn't, and landed on me, and like scratched me down. Ah, man,
no.
that was a brutal one. Thanks, asshole. That's great. Anyways, yeah, no, it's Spawn. I've read the first like 160 issues. I think is where I stopped. I want to catch up though. I want to finish it. I think I have the first like 200 digitally. So I should at least get to that.
I know. It's just a lot. There's a lot of captions is the problem.
Dude, yeah, some of those, especially the McFarlane written ones, like are really brutal. Like, but I've read like almost all of it. Like I've done Dark Ages. I've done, Hellspawn, Sam and Twitch. All of those I've pretty much hit up. Yeah.
Hellspawn's the only one I haven't really been able to track down, just because it's so very out of print.
Rad Art and Comics says Spawn. Yeah, that's right. Hyped. So hyped. Yeah, Hellspawn was cool. I think Ashley Wood did the art for that. That was really fantastic.
Yeah, I was just gonna ask if it was the Ashley Wood run.
Yeah,
I'm a sucker for anything Ashley Wood.
Yeah, she's phenomenal, dude.
Yeah.
And Medieval Spawn with Liam Sharp when he was doing it too.
Yeah, that one was really fun.
And there was all that Neil Gaiman controversy at the time with him and like Angela.
Yeah, that was unfortunate.
Yeah, dude, I listened to those like kayfabe like court report ones, and those were crazy.
Those were such insane videos, and going through all those documents, and it was just such a wild story, considering McFarlane was like the champion of everybody, and then championing creator rights throughout. Like with was it, issue 10?
Yeah, something like that.
The Cerebus issue was like all about creator rights, and then he.
Oh yeah, right. Seriously, he goes and does that at the same time. That's true.
Know.
I didn't even think about that actually. Rad Art and Comics says, "I like the Curse of Spawn art. People hate on it though. That's crazy. I like the Curse of Spawn art. I think it's super rad.
Yeah, I thought that was really good.
Yeah. Evan McGuire says, "Hey gang, what up, Evan?
What up, Evan?"
I was just on Evan's
I wish I was left-handed. I keep blocking the camera with trying to draw. Oh boy.
Hey, am I back? I wigged out for a second, huh?
All right, I can hear you now.
All right, cool. All right, sweet. I was on Evan's podcast, and I'm super excited to have that episode come out. It was a long one, but it was like such a good conversation, though.
Awesome. I'm looking forward to that.
Yeah, you guys gotta check out his Patreon and hit it up. Um, man, I drew the hand really good when it was like smaller than it should have been.
That's always the worst, right? You get
I know,
something perfect and it's in the wrong spot, or it's just slightly too small or too big.
Yeah, that just like right me. Um, Dan Price is evening now. Oh, Dan Price, our boy.
What up,
Left
Dan?
Evan and Rad Army Comics says Left Hand Gang. That's right. Um, super hyped. I love meeting other lefty hand artists.
Oh yeah.
Or a rare breed.
I know. While you were gone, I said, "Man, I wish I was left-handed, so my hand didn't block what I was drawing every time I went to."
Oh, dude, I like actually just moved my camera. I used to do this reverse thing. Oh, dude, that face looks so cool, Jeff.
Thanks,
Man,
man.
that's sick. Hey, Jeff,
Hey.
how you doing, my dude? You've been killing it at Inktober, Jeff. Thanks for participating. Jeff DeMars, that is, he's popping up right now. I know there's
Yeah.
two Jeffs now. I got to direct them to. But yeah, super hyped seeing what you've been pumping out, dude. I like how you're doing like the headshot stuff right now. It's super cool. Yeah, Jeff DeMars is awesome.
Yeah.
Rad Art and Comics says only 10% of the world is left-handed. Really? That's an insane statistic. That's wild. I didn't know that actually. Because we're special. We're unique. We're the unicorn of hands. See how this turns out later. What's cool about like these Inktober ones is I kind of do them a little quick, and so they're kind of like a little sloppy, but I get to experiment a lot more.
Yeah.
Almost every president we've had has been left-handed. That's insane. Oh, also, Red Iron Comics said that he's on day 6 doing Sin City right now. Dude, that's so
Man.
sick. I love to hear that. Thank you, man. How do you not smudge? Oh, I smudge. I'm learning how to go from right to left. You know what I mean? Especially when I ink. I have to start, and I always mess up, and I'll mess up starting the wrong corner. But like I aim not to.
Yeah. That's what I'm doing right now. I'm going the wrong way.
The great Murdoka says the left-handed struggle is real. It is though, for reals. That is the truth. I thought like just doing a cloak would be easier, but I'm like trying to add that black detail, and it's not easier.
No. This cloak is so hard to draw.
What's crazy are like the characters like I really want to get good at drawing at. Like for some reason I have the hardest time ever drawing. Like Spawn and Batman, and like it's weird. It's like I get whenever I'm excited to draw something, I'm like I suck at it. But like when I'm terrified, I actually do pretty well.
Right.
I can be more scared to Spawn.
He's a spooky guy.
Dave Sketches says, "Awesome work, guys. Thank you." Rad Art and Comics says in the 1800s, left-handed people were seen as witches and burned at stake. Dude, that's insane. I would have been dead. I'm kind of cool with that now, though. I'll take that title. I try to be a little wizardy, you know.
Get a little Alan Moore with it.
Middle Eastern countries cut off left-handed, the left hand when caught stealing because they think the left hand is responsible. Dang, you devious. Enjoy everyone's chat participation today. Yeah, make sure to tag us whenever you guys post your drawings. I'm super hyped to see them all. Making a little highlight tab on the CWS Instagram page. What time is it? 6:16. All right, cool. I want to finish pencils like by 6:30. And then ink it for a bit. Add some more detail there. Then I get to test stuff out. What gets you like so attracted to Spawn, Jeff?
I'm just an edgy 12-year-old at heart, I guess.
I love that answer.
I thought it was the coolest when I was really young and picked it out of a bin at a flea market, and I never really stopped loving it. And so
Nice.
just all the chains, and it's like Venom but cooler. So
That is like the coolest thing about like Donny Cates, like when he was doing the Substack stuff, and Kids Love Change. That was his whole that's what it was called. KLC.
they do.
Yeah, he was absolutely right. Like not wrong at all. We all were vibing it. Max is gonna be happy with this. I was messing with that dip pen I got, and it's actually a lot of fun. It really makes you like slow down though, but it's cool for small marks.
woohoo.
Huh?
It's super
Yeah,
awesome. I've been playing around with the dip pen lately as well, but I'm on a slanted surface right now, so I don't really want to have
No, that makes
drips
sense.
go everywhere.
I forgot my light downstairs. Actually, dang, I'm gonna run downstairs and grab my lamp. Dang it. Because now I can't see the sun went down. Messed it up. Alright, got the lamp. It was like one of those days where it was like cloudy all day and then got super bright out of nowhere, so I wasn't really prepared. Let's see here. There we go. Let's get some focus on that. There we go. Alright, let's see how this works out for me. This is where the focus is going to begin for me. Tell us a little bit about your book, Jeff.
Oh, it's good in my teeth. It's a horror book. I haven't. Let me stop driving for a second so I can talk.
Yeah.
Cult horror. It's of cults, human sacrifice. It started out as kind of a noir thing, and then just took on a life of its own with all the Lovecraft elements and the cult. And
Have you read a lot of Lovecraft? Are you like an avid Lovecraft reader?
yeah, I blew through the whole audiobook a few years back
Nice.
when I was a delivery driver.
Oh, cool. Oh, yeah.
I did a lot of audiobooks back then.
I bet, dude. Yeah. When I was at Aldi, that's all I did was audiobooks, be boxing and listen to like 6 hours a day. I really got into Lovecraft when I was reading Alan Moore's Providence. And I was like seeing what he was referencing, so I was like looking at this website that like gave you. See, I messed up, Jeff. I started at the left, and I'm now having. Damn it! All right, see, now I gotta start way over here and let that dry.
I did the same thing. I'm started on the right side, and I'm like, man, I gotta let this dry, and then I can go back. And
God damn it! I tried. It's because I started talking. That's why I just said, "Oh, just my brain's gonna start here now." Um, but yeah, I was trying to like seeing what everything Alan Moore was referencing in the book. So I was like trying to read every Lovecraft story that was like somehow associated with whatever issue I was about to read. That way I could see all the context.
It's a good way to do it.
And yeah, it was fun. It's a really brutal way to read like anything Alan Moore though, because it's already like dense and you have like thick chapters and everything, but
Yeah.
and then you go to Lovecraft, who's like, oh, I see who inspired the hell out of you.
I know. I don't even dare to attempt reading, what is it, Jerusalem, the Alan Moore novel. I don't.
Dude,
Oh, Lord.
I read. So I have like I have like two copies of it. One's like the whole book in one, but one of them is the book split up in three parts.
Okay.
So I tried reading the first part, but what I would do is I would read a chapter and then listen to the audible to make sure like I absorbed what happened in that chapter. And then yeah, that was just how I would have to double listen to it every single time. I didn't get very far though. That was one of my first audiobooks too, which is not a good recommendation.
Oh, that's a bad place to start.
Yeah, it was. It turned me off from audiobooks for years. But no, now I dig them. I'm actually listening to the Shining audiobook right now.
Oh, nice. I read that a couple years back. That's a good one.
It's super cool. I'm really invested in it right now. Because we watched The Shining and then Doctor Sleep. And dude, Doctor Sleep is sick.
Yeah, I still haven't seen it. I'm way behind on my movie watching.
Dude, it's a great movie because it's both a sequel to the book and the movie, because there's some differences and changes.
Yeah.
Radar in Comics says, referring to Sin City drawing, I'm torn between drawing Nancy, Marv, or the Yellow Bastard. Marv's always the classic, you know what I mean? But Nancy's super cool. I'm a Stephen King addict. We just did the Dark Tower review on YouTube. Oh, how sick. I've always wanted to check out the Dark Tower stuff.
Yeah, that's on my list for sometime soon.
Yeah.
Probably next year.
Yeah, I've heard some cool stuff about those ones.
Yeah.
I own the first three books, like physical copies.
Yeah.
I own a lot of Stephen King that I have not read because fuck. I love his book on writing though.
Oh, it's so good. I picked that up a few months back and I blew through it. It's awesome.
Yeah, so good. Very informative. I loved it. I deserve to reread, to be honest.
Yeah, I feel like that's something to reread like every couple of years or every year.
Yeah.
You know what? A really interesting book on writing?
Who?
Chuck Palahniuk.
Oh, really? I've always wanted to check that one too.
Yeah, that one's really good. It's kind of, he almost tells it like a story. It's very
cool.
Odd. Like each chapter is there's a lesson, but he also tells it as a story. It's really cool. And he also gets kind of technical with it.
Sick. Yeah, I can't wait to check that one out. I've always wanted to for sure. This comes out okay. Radar in Comics also says that he's excited to check out Salem's Lot on Max and Nosferatu. Nosferatu looks sick, dude.
Yeah, I don't think I've been so excited for a movie in a long time.
Yeah, it looks wonderful, dude. I can't wait for it.
Yeah, and Salem's Lot. I'm going to subscribe to HBO Max just to watch Salem's Lot.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Did you guys ever watch Castle Rock on Hulu?
No.
It's like I only saw the first few episodes, but I thought it was pretty cool for what I saw. But it like combines all of like Stephen King stories into like one show. So there's like Shawshank Prison, and then there's references to like everything. Like it's pretty crazy.
That's cool.
Yeah,
I don't watch too much TV, but I don't know. everybody always tells me to watch stuff, and I'm like, yeah, I'll add to the list that I'm never gonna make it through.
Yeah. You have to be like bedridden and like stuck.
Yeah. Literally the only show I've watched over probably the last 3 or 4 years was Twin Peaks.
Oh, nice, dude. We're doing. I'm showing it to Lex for the first time.
Nice.
Yeah, dude, I love Twin Peaks. But we're at the part of season 2 where like it's episode like 12.
Oh yeah.
And
So now
so,
it's just gonna drag hard.
It drags so hard, dude. Like until what, episode 20 or the finale?
Yeah, like the last 2 or 3 episodes really picked back up, I think. That was my first time watching that show, and I really, really enjoyed it.
Oh, dude, did you see season 3 too?
I got a couple episodes in, and then I canceled a lot of my streaming services, so
Yeah.
I haven't gotten.
I've seen one episode to season 3. I saw it at San Diego Comic-Con when they did the premiere of like episode 9, and I cannot tell you how like lost I was the entire time. I couldn't tell you what that show was about. I couldn't tell you what that episode was about. I can't even tell you what happened in that episode. It was so David Lynch. Like, you need to know what's happening to make any of that have any context or make any sense at all.
Yeah.
And I'm okay with that.
Right. It's like you almost have to watch it once and then watch it a second time after you figure out what happens to understand everything.
Yep. Yeah. Nate Price says, "Hey gang, hey Nate, we were just talking about Family Man." Have you watched Fire Walk with Me? The movie?
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah. We watched that before we watched the seasons, but we're gonna rewatch it after we watch season 2.
Yeah. I watched it after I watched the show just to.
That was the best way to watch it, apparently.
I don't know. I looked at what year things were released, and I went by that.
Oh, nice, yeah.
And it worked out.
It did work out.
It was a very big jump going from like the more sitcom style to the just hard R.
Yeah, dude, right?
It's like, whoa,
really
hold
intense. It was really intense. Yeah. Dude, Bob is like one of the most terrifying villains, like, ever. But I know stuff about season 3 that, like, I only know very little. I know it involves Cooper, and Cooper is a bit weird in it. I won't say more than that, but
I don't even know that much. So.
Oh, really? Is Cooper not in it from what you've seen so far?
I feel like I saw like the first couple episodes. I don't remember much.
Oh, nice. I feel it's a hard movie. Yeah, it's a hard show to like really recall unless you see the whole puzzle. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah. I don't know. I'll pick up the Blu-ray at some point soon. Probably over. I get a week off at Christmas from my job, so I'll probably get the Blu-ray and watch it over that.
Oh yeah. Hell yeah. I'm trying to avoid some of my like black line pencils as I color this in first. So we'll see how the inks settle over it and what inks I can even use. I'm really gonna need it to like completely dry too.
I know I'm moving kind of slow just because I know it's gonna smudge real bad if I get too crazy here.
Oh, dude, yours is looking great, Jeff, dude.
Thanks, man.
Yeah, that's sick.
I've gotten so much faster over the last probably year, which has been nice.
That's the fun thing about this show too, is that we're trying to like, before we're just drawing for 2 hours and whatever happened, but now we're trying to like complete the piece in 2 hours too. So
yeah, that's where it gets interesting.
But yeah. And now that I'm adding colors, it's getting a little interesting. I'm trying to at least add 1 or 2 colors per piece now.
Yeah, I've got some red ink here. I'm curious if I have time, I'm gonna try to throw some red into the cape.
Nice.
See how that goes. I got a commission at Granite Con a couple weeks ago, and it was like the show ended at I think 5, and I think it was 4:05, and they're like, "Hey, can you do a commission for me?" And I was like, "Yeah, I can do that." Yeah. So I had to just speed run this commission.
That's cool.
A nice challenge. And of course, after nobody had tried to talk to me for like 3 hours at that show, and
Which one was it?
Granite Con. It was Sunday. It was the end of the day, so like it was kind of slow in that area. And then right after I got that commission, I had like 3 people right in a row like come and talk to me for a while. I was like, man, I'm just trying to get this done.
Dude, yeah. It's that's like when pro mode kicks in, you know what I mean? Like,
yeah. It was a good challenge. I mean, everybody was super nice, and it was awesome to get to talk to them. It was just like, oh, this just got a lot more challenging.
Let's see here. We have Red Iron Comics says I'm doing mine on sketch cards, helps a lot. Than on bigger pieces. Yeah, dude. Same. I'm doing mine in a little notebook for all my Inktober pieces. It really helps at least like make sure you can get it done if it's a small drawing. One year I'll challenge myself depending on the prompt and do nothing but it depends how much free time I have that year to do 11 by 17s every day. Imagine, that'd be insane.
He's so brutal.
It'd be brutal. Jimmy Reyes Art, when do I get to draw with you guys? Soon. We definitely got to get you back on the show, dude. We had a blast last time. Definitely want to show your stuff off. So very, very soon. How to Draw Comic Books by Dan Lawless. Hello, gentlemen. Your art is looking good. Why, thank you. We appreciate you tuning in. And if you guys have anything to promote, please drop it in the chat. Jimmy, I know you've had some cool stuff coming out, and feel free to drop any links in there too. This like color mapping thing I'm trying first it feels like I'm getting nothing done, but it's gonna be.
It'll all be worth it in the end.
Yeah, hopefully, yeah.
Trust the process, right?
Right. Even if I'm making up the process as I go.
That's the best kind of process.
Yeah, because then I figure I do blacks. Oh, you have to make me a mod in order to drop things. Oh, I didn't know that. That's very interesting. Thanks for informing me on that. I'm gonna look into that type of stuff to see how I could open that up. But you all should look up Jimmy Reyes on Instagram, Twitter. Check out what he's up to. Been doing some cool inking over. We just did the Adam Kubert one recently. I saw. Pretty sick. What's interesting about doing the colors first is that it looks so like sloppy because you're leaving so many spots open for black and other stuff too.
Yeah.
You're gonna like shape it still. Leave that opened on this.
Is my internet still messed up?
Oh, hey, you seem to be better. Your voice came through. Read out by his name. Oh,
Sorta.
It says delete comment, put user in timeout, and ban user and delete their comics. That's the only options I get. I wonder if I could start you. I think that's just to start it. I think maybe because I'm using StreamYard, it doesn't let me. I have to look into another way to do that. But Max, hi. I don't know if you are here or not. Hello, Max. No, I don't think he's like back yet.
It's just gonna be you and me going back and forth the whole time.
Yeah.
No, it's not.
No. Makes me feel better I was worried I wasn't going to talk enough.
No, we end up just spacing out after a while too.
That's good. I do a lot of that.
Well, dude, it's hard to draw. Oh, at the YouTube window. Oh, okay. Yeah, I gotta. In a second, I'll open up a YouTube tab right now. What does suck about this is that I can't cover up any pencils, like erase them, huh? That's kind of a bummer. Oh, that's cool. um, Red Arm Comics says, I was watching a guy using two hands to draw Posca in one brush. Oh, yeah. In one hand, brush in the other. It was cool. Do you guys know Dan Hills? I did a comic with him a few years back. Yes, we do know Dan Hills. Dan Hills is my boss. So, fairly familiar with the guy. Yeah, Dan's great. Dan just gave me the opportunities to do all this stuff, so really lucky to know the guy. Nice, I was kind of recording. I thought of it. Nice, it's only 6:38.
Plenty of time.
Right. I think I'm gonna throw some blacks on before I add any more red. I want to see if it works before I really go and start messing things up. Just have to. It's gonna be like the Great British Baking Show. Like if it doesn't work out, I got to start all over again. And be rushing my piece. Like,
just get real Sienkiewicz with it, and it'll be all right.
Yeah, right. And just splatter more stuff on it.
Yeah. Layers.
So it's gonna be a thick piece of paper by the time I'm done. Let's see here. I need a brush of some sorts. Red Arm Comics. All three looking sick. Love the different versions. Why, thank you. Dude, that's why this lo-fi comes into clutch, dude, because when it gets like quiet and awkward, you just like zone out to the lo-fi.
Yeah.
And most people are drawn when they're hanging out with us, so I think it works for them too.
Yeah, that's what I usually do on Thursday nights. I just pop it on and I'm drawing and I just look up every once in a while.
Nice. Oh, yeah.
You know, pop back into reality for a second.
Yeah, breathe, you know what I mean? Like crack your neck a little, like
like, oh yeah, I gotta remember to breathe and I should probably get some water.
What I don't like the way about, like, I'm not using my typical drawing board, so I'm looking down, and it's gonna hurt my neck at the end of this session.
I know. I learned a while back. Initially, when I was started drawing pages, I was like hunched over on the floor, just scribbling like a child, and then I figured out pretty quickly that I can't do that. I get crippled.
Yeah, no, I might need to like adjust how I'm drawing this. Actually, I'm not gonna lie, like my neck's hurting already. I love my drawing board too because you could even see it still. Cool. Do this. I'll make this work. I'll put like an eraser as a stopper. Oh yeah. Check this out. I can fix this a little bit. So you can see down. There we go. That's a bit better. Let's see what I'm doing now.
That cape's gonna be sick, Brandon.
Thanks. I'm kind kind of excited how it's looking with the blacks now.
Yeah. Real wavy.
I was looking at a head list. What is day 18 and day 21? Only 2 I'm stuck on. Let me take a look at the schedule here. Day 18, CWS's Inc. Oh, our mascot. That's our gecko mascot. You could see him like on all of our social media and whatnot too. All of our flyers probably have him. And day 21, DIY. Oh yeah, like do it yourself. Max could go into detail about that if he has internet. But just something crazy, just something whatever you want. You guys, Michiganders? Actually, no. I'm from Texas and I live in Virginia now. Jeff is up there in Massachusetts. No, Maine. You're in Maine. Yeah,
I'm up.
yeah,
I'm
Maine.
even more north.
Yeah, more north. And then Max is from California and he lives in Alaska.
Whoa.
Such weird like outcomes, like Texas, Virginia, California, Alaska, Maine, like the Stephen King, like you are a Stephen King character essentially, dude.
Pretty much. He just, you read his books, it's literally just him writing what he sees around him.
Yeah.
Like, no joke.
That's why you're just like, I'm not gonna read it. Like, I get it. Like, I live here.
This is just my day-to-day life. You kidding me?
Really having to focus on this stuff now. Oh, I missed this whole red spot. We can make it a little orange though. It's kind of cool. Stand out a little bit. Cool. Take a dark orange. Nice. I'm hoping to just kind of use this brush pen for most of it. That'd be kind of cool to just use a couple tools, and then maybe like I'll get my dip pen to do some hatching on parts or something for some details.
Nice.
Pass that out now, I guess. And what's cool, so like all these white spots on that I missed with the marker, I'm just like adding texture, like going over it with the pen.
Yeah.
It's actually giving the piece more texture by covering up all those little mishaps.
That's awesome.
Indeed, happy accidents. Have you tried drawing digitally, Jeff?
Here and there. It's not really my thing. I just love the texture of the paper and how messy it gets. I mean, you've seen my comic pages and how all over the place they are.
Yeah, I kind of like getting off of digital for something. You know what I mean? Because even when I write or I'm typing a script, it's like sometimes I'll write it like by hand, but then I'll have to type it up no matter what. Like there's always a digital aspect of it. So doing like this part by hand, I really enjoy.
Yeah.
Also, it's another way to train. I gotta like figure out the digital world, which I have great tools to try out. I'm excited to. I really want to. It's like a learning curve. I'm just not there yet.
Yeah, I've tried picking it up. It's just I still can't get it to translate quite right.
Right, exactly.
In the head. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna get that down.
Yeah.
I think once I do, I'll love it because I'll be able to like get more done possibly, you know what I mean? And
Right. Having the undo button instead of having to break out the whiteout or the paste ups.
yeah. And just like the amount of tools you get out of it sounds really exciting.
Yeah.
I also get
So-
overwhelmed by tools too, though. So
Oh yeah.
that's another.
I know. I color
Yeah.
in Photoshop, and it's just I gave myself 6 brushes for skin of my teeth, and
Oh.
that's all I use. I don't get any more than that because I would just never get anything done digging through stuff.
Yeah, right. You kind of need a whole day of like, well, I guess I'm gonna learn this.
Right.
A week, month, even longer. You know.
Yeah.
But that's cool. Just curious.
It's definitely a good tool,
Evan,
and I know people who do it really well.
I mean, Evan McGuire. Speaking of which, he's like, digital is a blessing and a curse. I definitely need to get back on to traditional more. Yeah, I think it's good to learn both. You know what I mean? The more you have in your arsenal, you know, if you're traveling, if you're doing special types of prints, like having original art's awesome, but like what you could do with digital is just phenomenal too.
Yeah. There's incredible digital work out there. I'm not like a snob who's like, no, it has to be physical.
Yeah, same.
I
Yeah.
just personally love the process of doing things this way.
Maybe once I do more in Spilled Ink, I'll switch over to where I just start doing digital work for a while to train myself. It's a great way to try.
Good. It's a good way to do it. Just force yourself to have to figure it out.
Yep. Cool. Evan says the efficiency of digital is so nice, but there's nothing like the feeling of ink on paper. Yeah, that's really what it comes down to for me too.
Yeah.
It's kind of funny though, like, and Max always like reassures me on this too, but like, I'm looking at my piece. Sometimes I don't like it, but then when I take a picture and look at it, I'm like, it looks so much better now for some reason.
Yeah. It's like it comes together when you just see it mushed on that smaller screen.
Yeah, it's kind of odd.
Yeah. See it as the whole, not just as the individual lines.
Oh, dude, yours is coming out great. I mean, I could have been paying attention this whole time, but what do you use for those heavy blacks? Like,
I've got a couple different things I've been throwing at it. I've got this brush pen that I use.
it's a Pentel?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I'm using right now
Pentel.
too, actually.
Nice. I know.
This
I
guy,
burn through
yeah.
them so fast.
Same. I
It's not even
get
funny.
like the inks by like the 4 packs. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like the
I
3 packs.
refill it with my own India ink, which
Mm.
that way everything is kind of cohesive between the tools I use.
That makes sense. Yeah.
But just the tips blow out so fast you can't get those clean lines.
Mm.
Then I also have my
That's interesting
parallel
because
pen.
I actually like. Oh, I don't know. Maybe they're not the cleanest lines, but I know how to get like thin lines out of my Pentel.
Yeah.
I don't know.
It does for a while. I'm just so rough on my tools that
Yeah,
after
it depends on the user too, of course. Yeah.
I use it for a while, it just gets ruined.
I do have a lighter hand. I think sometimes the way I approach it, I always try to be. I'm scared to like do that, damage it. I love that. The other one was the third tool you just showed right now after
The parallel pen.
Yeah, the parallel pen. There you go. That's great.
It's good stuff. Courtesy of Jim Mahfood and Tony McMillan.
Nice, yeah. Dude, McMillan kills it with that parallel pen.
Absolutely. I showed you the pinup he did for me, right? I feel like I showed you at Heroes.
Yeah. At Heroes, yeah.
So good.
Yeah, I got that Brian Eno morph.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
That was funny.
Yeah, I love that. This was like actually a really fun way to approach this. I'm really happy I did it in this manner.
Yeah.
In fact, I could
It's
have
almost
done
more
some of
like
this more,
a
but
it's almost more like a classical painting kind of style of doing it versus the comics way of doing it.
yeah, right? Huh. This is interesting. It's fun. Fun. Glad I tried it out.
Yeah.
It's because these Posca, like Posca, whatever, they just like really just tear through everything, which is cool. I love how like bold they are. But figuring that out at the same time has been interesting.
Yes. I still got to get some of those just to give them a shot.
Yeah, Doug Knight showed them to me, and I kind of just like fell in love with them. I was like, oh, I think I could try these out, and I'm glad I did.
Yeah. I know Colin really likes those. He
Oh,
uses
that's
them a
cool.
lot. Yeah.
I couldn't imagine trying to like color something traditionally completely. I think that would just be, depending on what you're doing, or like a big project. I couldn't imagine that, you know?
Oh yeah. It'd be so brutal.
Yeah. Maybe like a 1-2 page or something.
Right. Even coloring digitally takes me so long.
Oh, I bet. I haven't even approached that in general yet. Like scanning and putting it on my iPad and doing that is a step I have not worked towards yet.
Yeah. I wish I had an iPad. I do everything on the computer with a little tablet.
Oh, nice. Oh, yeah.
Tablet helps, but it still takes a while, especially for full color.
Oh, what kind of tablet is it?
Just a little Wacom tablet.
Nice.
No screen or anything. Just it works kind of like a mouse, but you use a pen to control it. It's cool.
Yeah, it like appears on the screen.
Yeah.
Cool. Radar and Comics says I buy bottles of Sumi ink, Doc Martens white, Pentel brush, Micron pen, packs, alcohol markers, Prisma color pencils, and watercolor. That's sick. A good arsenal. I need to try acrylics. I've always wanted to try acrylics myself. Tubes and all that. I would love to try that out.
That's right, Evan.
That's right. Yeah.
I have such a hard time coming up with those names off the top of my head. Evan came in clutch.
Nice. Hell yeah. Radar Comics says a lot of other brand drawing tables are becoming affordable. I don't have 1200 for a Wacom. Yeah, I feel like some of them are insane. Yeah, that's kind of why I went the iPad route, because I know I'd utilize it for different stuff. And like, I didn't get like a fancy one. I got like an Air or something.
As long as it works.
Pretty great. Yeah. And like, I know like the level I'm at. I'm not gonna go all crazy for like something I really won't even utilize, you know?
Right.
kind of almost done with this cape. This cape isn't coming bad. It's pretty interesting how it's coming out, actually.
Yeah. You're getting that McFarlane essence in there of all the noodles.
Yeah. I only did so many pencil lines, and then it's literally just white spots I'm covering up. So it's kind of cool how I'm working with the piece, you know?
Yeah. I always have fun seeing where it takes me. I try to do pretty limited pencils. That way
Oh,
I
nice.
can let the ink do the work.
It's always scary for me sometimes. I'm trying to do a little bit more pencils to have some more faith in my inks right now.
Yeah.
It's I think my biggest problem is like I just need to add more black. Whenever you add more black, it seems to fix it. But
Yeah.
sometimes I'm just like, oh, what if I added too much? It's never too much black.
No, you just got to get those big confident lines in there, and they fix everything.
Straight up.
But yeah, if I'm doing like comic pages and stuff, I do a lot more penciling. But for sketches and stuff like this, I just try to jump in a little more.
Nice. I'm gonna do a fine line outline with my dip pen around it with the black, so it's not just hanging red.
Nice.
Time is it 6:58, dude? Yeah, hell yeah, I'm killing it. I'm fucking hyped.
You're in good shape.
Oh damn, Max is looking insane because he's not having to talk. He's just focused.
I know he's killing it right now.
Yeah, that's so cool. Oh man,
Thank you. I appreciate it. I don't know if my voice is coming through, but I hope so.
oh it is. You are
Yeah.
back on.
It's super delayed is the issue.
Yeah. Well, that worked out. So I guess I should do the top part with the red, and then continue doing this method. I always save the mask for last too. What did Evan say here? That's what I initially learned digital on. The disconnect is a tough learning curve, but it made the transition to iPad much easier. Yeah. Yeah, that's
That makes sense. It's great for coloring for me. I just, between both learning, the drawing programs and learning how the tablet itself worked, it was just not working. I got a couple of okay drawings out of it. It just, I like how visceral the ink gets.
same. Especially because I'm so new. Like, just playing with the ink is fun.
Yeah.
It's adding discipline, you know what I mean? So I'm not so self-reliant on some tools.
Yeah.
But it's getting me to like, okay, I need to learn how to like draw this line. Damn, I just dipped my whole wrist in some ink.
Yeah, I'm lucky I haven't covered myself yet.
Dude, literally, this show is called Spilled Ink for a reason, you know? Like,
I'm familiar. There's basically every piece of furniture in the apartment is just covered in ink stains. It's brutal.
my head's like going to be blocking the screen right now with how I'm fine lining this. I really like how thin this dip pen is.
Yeah. Is that a 102 nib that you've got?
I guess so. I have no idea. Kind of just snagged it from somewhere.
There you go.
Yeah, it is.
There you go, Max.
Yeah.
popping in when we need them.
Yeah, those 102s are really nice. You can get a good variety of thin and a little bit of thick in there.
Yeah, if you hit it just right, yeah. So you get that thicker line right there.
Yeah. I just get a little too aggressive with it, and I end up snapping them.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Dude, I'm not surprised. That totally matches like your personality. Like you're like your parents. Like you're like a gentle giant, dude. Like
I know. I don't know my own strength. Colin will attest to that. Like I get excited and then I just accidentally ragdoll him.
Oh my gosh. Colin's such a good kid too. I really admire him. Yeah. Can't wait to get him on the shows.
Yeah, he's a good guy. He's perfect. You can talk about his work for a long time. He's really got it all like thought out in words in his head, whereas I just kind of I've got the knowledge, but I can't always verbalize what I'm doing.
I feel you. Nah, but you're really good at it though. You go out there, so it matters. You know what I mean? Like, do like 8 cons this year. That's a lot. Like,
yeah, it's a lot more than last year. So.
Yeah. Yeah, dude. I was just telling Evan, or maybe I wasn't just telling Evan, but like I was going to tell Evan. We're gonna try to do this like documentary, and do like a tour to head up to IC3. And I think it's gonna be really fun having it.
Yeah, you were just telling me about that. Well, I'm not sure if it was off air or not, but yeah, that'd be awesome.
Yeah, I think that's gonna be super sick. Get everyone involved and whatnot. So
yeah, it's a good way to do it and turn that long drive into something
purposeful,
useful.
Yeah.
I know. Last year for IC3, Colin and I just hit up a bunch of different shops on the way down, and we're trying to talk them into buying our books. And a couple bites, nothing too great, you know. But we also didn't get met with pitchforks either. So
that's what's most important sometimes.
Yeah, I've heard some horror stories.
I'd really like to see Maine though. Like, it sounds like it's really pretty where you're at.
Yeah, it's awesome. All the leaves are changing right now. It's really nice.
Oh, I bet that's gorgeous.
Yeah. Makes me feel a little bit better on the drive home from work. It's from now.
How far is your drive?
Like half an hour.
Oh yeah.
It's a lot of highway. Get to look at all the trees.
Starting to get pretty in Virginia too right now.
Awesome.
One second. My neck is like starting to hurt from this angle still too.
Yeah, my back's starting to get to me.
I'm so used to my board now, like I'm not used to looking down at all. Dude, Jeff, that's looking great. Your shadows are looking wonderful, dude.
It's been. I just keep looking over at Max and it's like all the texture on the cape and stuff.
I know Max kills it, dude. It's intimidating to everybody every show. It's awesome.
So good. Really makes the cape feel alive, whereas I've just got the big blocky thing.
And Max is getting really good at his black and whites right now too.
That's awesome.
And like since he's been doing a lot of horror stuff, I feel like this was like right up his alley. Like his Gene Simmons yesterday was like phenomenal.
Oh yeah, that turned out awesome.
Yeah, that turned out really, really cool. I did it again. I started with the left side and I didn't start with the right, and now I gotta wait a moment. I should have mapped out his eyes like you did too. If I did color pencil, I think that might be interesting. I gotta try those out. I have a few. They're the Prisma color pencils too.
Oh, nice. Colored pencils are fun. I threw some colored pencils into the commissions I did at GraniteCon, and it was really fun. I gave it a bit of a subtle color without getting too overbearing. It's like those, like the alcohol markers can get really overwhelming, or they can smudge and all that good stuff.
Oh yeah, yeah for sure. Lately, at like an hour in, I'll switch it over. We're gonna just go straight lo-fi beat now after feeding the ducks.
I feel like the lo-fi girl.
Yeah, honestly. Here. It's weird because you kind of just do like blotches of color and then you shape it with the inks.
Yeah.
It just trips me out. My brain's not like used to like thinking like that, you know?
Yeah. Do the outlines and then fill it in.
Yeah.
I try to do all the outlines at once. That way I don't have to stress out about being super, super careful with the brush. Because this brush pen is not very accurate. This other one.
Oh, nice. Yeah. Those could, kind of bleed out a little bit.
Yeah.
I had the blue one of those. I really like brush pens though.
Yeah. It's like all the fun of a brush, but you don't have to worry about, dumping a bottle of ink all over the place.
Yeah, the one I have, I need to refill it. I finally got ink, so I need to actually do it, but they're kind of a bitch to refill, I feel.
Yeah, I just swapped out the ink in this one yesterday, and it took me a solid 20 minutes.
Oh, I bet.
It took forever. It's just like, you got to pull it apart and like 3 different canisters in there to get at the actual ink container. Then you got to clean it out right. It took a bit.
Oh, I know how to like add some more waves into this. That's cool.
What you got planned?
Like this little thing I just did right here. I'm gonna do like one more up here to add like layers to the cape.
Nice.
Yeah. I should have added more bullet holes. I think it's done. Yeah. I just put one, but I was kind of unsure about the one I put. So I think it's coming out okay though.
It'll work. I mean, it's fun. You got to go all in with everything, right?
Yeah, I still
So-
want to use some white to add some more highlights. So that comes out. Yeah, that was cool. Oh yeah. Huh. Interesting. Oh, we got some comments I have not seen. Sometimes drawing these tiny cards is hard. My old eyes aren't as good as they used to be. Dude, I know. Like, I had to like get my glasses before I started drawing today. There was no way I could have done it without them.
I just got a new prescription recently for the first time in like 4 or 5 years, and it's made a huge difference in being able to actually notice things.
I bet. Yeah, I need a new prescription. It's been like 2 years for me. 3 years almost. I got one right before I moved to Virginia. So, in a minute. What is it? 7:14. Wow. I'm glad. No, honestly, like this inking is taking so much longer than I thought it would. Um, I'm super glad I did that coloring first, though. I need to add like some sort of background element, though. One random hair in my brush. Sorry, I'm focusing so hard right now. Like doing his face with the brush, which is,
Oh boy.
yeah. There we go. Probably gonna have to set it up with some whiteout. Let's fill this in now.
Whiteout is a cartoonist's best friend.
Straight up. I actually just got some. I'm gonna use it for the first time today. It's gonna be fun.
It's crazy if you see like what was it, like Charles Burns, Black Hole, and all that.
Oh
He
yeah,
would just
I
like
looked at that the other day.
painstakingly like white out every single line to make sure everything looked perfectly clean. And it was just, I mean, his work is beautiful. It's just it's almost too much, right?
Yeah, it's insane. I'm actually getting happier and happier with how this is turning out the more I do it. Damn, Max's piece is fucking insane, dude.
Yeah,
That's what happens when you don't talk on spilled ink for an hour and 20 minutes.
It's next level.
Yeah. Yeah. What was I looking for? What am I trying to do right now? I'm going to outline.
Thank you.
Yes.
I appreciate it.
Laying it.
Yeah.
I feel like Max is going to be proud of me for using this dip pin. I feel like whenever I use this dip pin, like I'm channeling Max. Let me just be the most insane artist and just use this crazy tool right now. You get some fine detail in there. My glasses like get rounder instantly. I know we're on super focus mode. It's kind of crazy. This is like literally at the part of the show where it just gets, we slow down a little bit.
Dead quiet. Nothing wrong with that.
Probably got the lo-fi.
Yeah.
It's literally like every guest at a certain point is just like, so sorry, like this is getting insane. Like, oh man, oh, happy accident. Look at that blot that just came out. I was doing so good, and I just dabbed it too hard, dude. Dude, it just all popped on me.
You can save it.
I can save it. I can save it. I can save it. I can save it. I can save it. I can save it. I can save it. I can save it. I can save it. I can save it. I can save it. I can save it. I can save it. I can save it. I can save it. I can save it. I can save it. I can save it. I can save it. I can save it. I can save it. I can save it. I can save it. I can save it. I can save it. I can save it. I can save it. I can save it. I can save it. I can save it. I can save it. I can save it. I can save it. I can save it. I can save it. I can save it. I can save it. I can save it. I can save it. I can save it. I can save it. I can save it. I can save it. I can save it. I can save it. I can save it. I can save it. I can save it. I can save it. I can save it. I can save it. I can save it. I can save it. I can save it. I can save it. I can save it. I can save it. I can save it. I can save it. I can save it. I can save it. I can save it. I can save it
There's a reason why I love black backgrounds so much.
Actually, gonna add some texture to this part too, so it kind of works out. Damn, dude, I just like slaughtered this. This is all gonna be blacked out now. Oof. Talk about spilled ink. That was a big blob. If that blob would have happened right here, I would have had it planned for like a blob. But no, of course it blobs like way the hell over there.
Happy accidents.
Happy accidents. Hmm. I haven't done his eyes yet, and I'm really scared. I should do the pencil first. So I'm gonna cut it out anyways. Let's see how I do these eyes.
You got it.
Put the green first too. I need to let the green dry more. I should stop. Alright, let's gonna add some stuff over here. Ooh, dude, Jeff, that like fire in the background looks sick. Oh shit, my fucking thing slipped. That was scary. My makeshift tilted stand.
Oh boy.
Oh, got some ink right here there. Nice. I'm actually pretty happy with how this overall came to be.
Awesome.
Was it 727? Oh, I can still do some stuff. All right, cool. I'm gonna add just blackout background then.
Plenty
I have a
of time.
brush. Just gonna use a brush then. Damn, I got some black on the drawing. Alright, yeah, I'm just gonna black out this whole background. Are you seeing any shows soon, Jeff?
Couple local gigs would be cool. We my friends just booked a show. You know the band Prize Horse from Minneapolis?
That sounds kind of familiar.
Yeah, they're kind of shoegazy. I'm really looking
that's
forward
cool.
to that one. Yeah. I'm going to be able to walk to it from my apartment. It's going to be awesome.
Oh, sick. Oh, yeah.
Which is,
It's always a win.
yeah,
It's like no excuse not to go.
right. It's pretty wild. I mean, we're not in a big city or anything. My friends are in a band and they're just really making shit happen for us right now, which
Yeah.
is awesome.
Oh, sick. It's dope. We had so after driving, but they also just like revolutionized music too. But no,
Right. They're definitely a good amount above that.
yeah.
Yeah. What about you? You see anything coming up?
Dude, I don't have anything booked right now. It's kind of surprising. I typically have at least a concert coming up, but now
Yeah.
I'm trying. I was gonna get tickets to see Weird Al,
Oh yeah.
but that's the closest thing I've come to. I would love to see Weird Al again. I've seen him once though.
Yeah, my brother and I went and saw him do the Deep Cuts tour a couple of years ago, and that was
That's
awesome.
sick.
Because I grew up a big Weird Al guy, and I knew all the
Mhm.
Deep Cuts, which was awesome.
Same. Do you recall any deep cuts you did play?
Shoot, well, the big one for us that we were just so stoked he played was he broke out Albuquerque.
Oh my gosh!
He did the whole thing.
All like 12 minutes.
Yeah, the entire
Oh,
thing. It was
man.
insane.
Dude, I still know pieces of that song by memory. Bear Claw, like it's so fucking good, dude.
Wait a second. I'll go check.
Because whenever I'm on an airplane, I still think of because my tray table's up and my seatbelt was in the right position. My tray table's up. Yeah, it's funny because I lived right next to Albuquerque too.
Oh, that's
No.
funny.
Yeah,
No, it's just burned into my brain.
that was amazing. I'm always hyped to meet another Weird Val fan.
I think that was the first CD I ever got was a Weird Al Greatest Hits CD.
Really
Yeah.
interesting. Oh, this is like a fine line. Ooh, this is gonna be interesting. All right, let's see what I do with this.
What are you gonna do with it?
Oh wow, this is like messy. I'm focusing hard as hell now. This thing is a little hard to control, I won't lie. Huh. If I could just like spell something out in here. These whiteout pens are interesting.
Yeah. Which type do you have?
Presto.
The
Yeah.
Yeah, they're so awesome.
They're interesting. Yeah, I've never seen what I could do with it here. It's like you got to figure out how to control it. That's the whole thing about it.
Yeah, you can flood it real easy, but you can also get like really cool dashes and dips with it. It's awesome. That's cool. I always see Sienkiewicz doing really weird stuff with it.
Interesting. Touch that up. Oh, that red's looking cool. It's a really nice red to use.
I don't know. I've had this ink lying around for a while, and I figured I would just screw around and see what happens. I probably should have added it before some of the black, but we're just rolling with it. We're experimenting. Definitely not as bold as your Posca markers.
These are interesting markers too. They've been interesting to control.
Yeah, because they'll just straight up wipe out the black ink, right? Go right over it.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. It kind of got like a little too crazy when I was trying to like touch up his face. Easy to touch up though.
It's good.
Nice.
Yeah. Nice.
I've never done this small of a piece on spilled ink, so I'm just like adding more stuff until we're out of time. It's kind of cool.
It's always good to not have to
Dude.
stress out about it and take your time.
Yeah. I'm just gonna add more stuff to it now, I guess. Dude, that red is really pretty.
Thanks.
It's like a velvety red. These sides. They just so heavy with ink now. I'm pretty happy with this one. I think the face could have come out like a hint better. I don't know how to make it any better right now, though.
I don't know. You got the eyes down really good. I know you're worried about that, but
Yeah.
the eyes are working.
The hand I knew was going to be a little messy.
Oh yeah. Hands take forever to learn how to draw, and I still struggle with that. If I'm trying to
Sometimes,
do it without reference or anything real quick, it's bad.
yeah, sometimes I nail it, and sometimes I'm just like, well, you fucking get it.
Yeah.
I've done a couple hands where I was like, holy crap, dude.
Right? I can't believe that came out of me.
Yeah.
My hand did that. I can relate to that. You're just shocked that you actually did it right for once.
Yeah. Let's see here. Do the pages like folding because of the ink on the side? Be nice to leave out. Oof, dude, the detail on yours, Jeff, that came out amazing. I love the V. It's a nice chess piece. I get to. And quieting detail over the whiteout. I'm like touching it up a little bit.
Get your layers in.
Yeah. Okay, I might dab my fucking, it's the rim of my ink that's like super wet. I keep on dabbing myself with it.
I'm honestly shocked I haven't covered myself quite yet. I mean, my hands are kind of there, but not enough to smudge all over the paper yet, so that's a win.
Yeah, my hands are pretty messy tonight. Oh, you even gave him the crown, Max. That's pretty sick.
Oh, nice. King Spawn.
Yeah.
Yeah, love King Spawn. Hey, I think you responded on time too.
It's a miracle.
Finally, the last 15 minutes of the show.
Sorta.
Adding in a whole bunch of lines everywhere.
Just realized I forgot to color a whole segment of the cape. That's not going to do me any good.
Oh, the corner?
Yeah.
Yeah, the shoulder. Yeah, I saw that, and I thought you were planning something.
You were going to let me fail
Yep.
live on air. You just had to get me, Brandon.
Yeah, that was hilarious though.
It would have been a classic Jeff move for sure.
My masterpiece. Fuck. Not done.
Dun, dun, dun.
5 more minutes, guys. If I could do like an inkwell with this, and then, like. Max, that's so insane. That's so cool. Damn, it did not work out at all. Okay, wait for that to try more. God's sake. Like how you did that rib.
Thank you. Sorry. Zoning out here.
Yeah, you did.
Oh, boy. Thank you.
I've got a setup where I can finally
Oh,
look at
shit,
like the
it's
screen, and I love being able to look at the screen and see it from far away. It's so helpful.
That's cool. Hell yeah.
That's awesome.
I'm not even showing mine in the camera at this point. Like all cornered up. Yeah, I think I'm kind of done with mine though. Already touched mine up all I probably can. This is fun though.
Good times. Good times.
Oh, dude, Jeff, yours is looking great. What more are you gonna add to it?
I don't know. I don't think there's too much more to add. I don't want to overwork it. I'm just kind of noodling right now.
Nice. Max is done. Max has been done. He's just like,
Me and you
just...
both, man.
dude, that's insane. Let's do some spotlights real fast. Let's show everyone off real quick. Let's get Max up here real quick. Dude, that's insane.
So good.
Oh wow.
Here, let's see if I can. I think I can zoom my camera.
Oh, 11
Hold
by
on.
17 too.
Nope, other way. That's about as zoomed in as I can get it.
Oh, okay. No, it's so great.
For
It's
now,
perfect.
we'll change it later.
Dude, that looks great, man. Wow.
It's insane, dude. So
Thank
good.
you.
Yeah, beautiful.
Oh my God.
I love the spikes and the bands
Yeah.
and the skulls and the chains and shit and the weird
Yeah.
cloth.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's up my alley in terms of all the accessories.
Yeah. I love it. I can tell I love it. Jeff. Oh, dude, that is so cool.
Thanks, man.
Man, killer eyes. I love the eyes so much.
Thanks.
And that red. I love the
Yeah,
red
I do
shirt.
really like that red.
Awesome. I was nervous about it, but it worked out.
No, hell yeah. Great skulls too.
I can draw a skull in my sleep at this point, so.
Man, I love it. This is so cool. And then this is my little guy. My little my little mini spawn dude. Kind of hype for him. For doing the red
Yeah.
first, and then doing it over it. And then I just noodled around way too much. I was just drawing lines after a while. But it was fun. I had to mess with some stuff. Get to the whiteout. Oh, that's still really wet. You can see it in the glare right there too. But that was fun. It was a nice little time.
Just
I'm having
wait
fun doing the little
Until you learn
spawn
how to
things.
purposely smear the white.
Yeah, this was. I definitely got to play with it a whole lot and learn how to control it. That was my hardest time right now. But I'll get some stuff to play with.
Yeah.
I'll probably just get something black and try drawing with it. You know.
Yeah.
But cool guys. I mean, this has been a blast. So much fun. Jeff, do you have anything you want to shout out real fast? Where to find you? Get your stuff.
No, I mean, my username for everything is up on the screen. Lorentz Artwork. More comics coming soon.
Oh yeah, super hype. Max, you have any shout outs? Delayed.
Nah, my internet's messed up.
Yeah, don't forget Inspired Ink is back. We have new episodes listed now. Brandon Ingram, and we have another episode coming out on Tuesday. So be sure to check out the new Inspired Ink interviews. So much fun. And check out our CWS Spotlights. Those are launching this week too. If you want to be on Spotlights, you got to fill out the form on our Instagram bio or our Linktree bio is what leads you to. And then we'll schedule you out. It's a cool little 5-minute promo thing we'll help you make. And, we'll just ask you some questions. You get to promote your stuff. And you have a cool little YouTube video to share with everyone. So, yeah. And, great stuff, everyone. And you know what? Apollo City Comics is launching a Kickstarter November 5th, I believe. The Remainders with John O'Burke and Karen Quinn. An amazing story. So be sure to look at Apollo's page for that. And with that, I bid you adieu. Thanks for hanging. Stay inspired and stay creative. Boys, it's been great.
Good times. Thanks for having me, man.
Yeah.